Hello everybody, I am Baltmatrix, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Legacy Velocitron 500 Cosmos. This figure was provided to me by Ethan Burton 456 over on Twitter through Dr. Lockdown over on Twitter. So there's a little bit of an oddity going on there, but I got a hold of the figure thanks to the internet. Cosmos does have a port on the very underside of the saucer mode that does fit a flight stand, though it's real loose. It's not exactly the best flight stand port I've ever seen, but it does kind of work. The figure comes with two accessories. One, this checkered flag, and two, a gun. And the checkered flag pegs into the gun, and then the gun pegs into the saucer. But I would have loved if there was just like a little notch or something so you could have the gun peg up here on the saucer section somewhere. Like maybe right here. That would be perfect. But it can't. And I haven't figured out how to do that. And the directions are useless. There's even little indents on the gun for this. See? It looks like it's supposed to peg in somewhere. Hell if I can figure out where on this UFO mode. I mean, there's nowhere that it fits other than like that, and that just looks stupid. And I mean like that as well, but that equally looks kind of dumb. Now let's talk about this UFO mode. It's perfect. It's perfect, except for one thing, just one little thing. But 360-degree view, it's exactly what I wanted from a Cosmos figure. And yes, it does the Warpooth. The one flaw with our flying trash can here is that the back section doesn't really peg in all that well, and just the littlest amount of force collapses it. That's it. That's my only complaint about the figure. I would have loved if it could, peg in a little bit better, but it doesn't. Oh well. I'll deal. Transformation for our little flying saucer is really easy and fun. Now, one thing we do want to talk about is originally this guy was going to be a heavy retool of Origins Bumblebee. You know, the one where he's got the Cybertronian mode that came out earlier this year. Yeah, that would have been weird. Anyway, transformation. Start with the sides and unpeg what will be the arms. Fold the arms down and then come to the sides and flip up these yellow sections that will unpeg the legs, and the legs will fold down. And then you can hinge them around and snap them into the crotch. Fold the feet out, then come to the saucer section sides and flip them around, and they will snap into place. Hey, we got heels now, and we got legs. Come to the top and push on the back to flip the head around. When I originally got this figure, the head was stuck, so I just kind of pushed it and then got my finger in there and pulled the head back a little bit, and that cleared it up. And now for the arms. So collapse the section of the back of the UFO down, grab the entire back section and wiggle it out on that peg, flip it 180 degrees, and then close the entire back section in, and it will peg into place. There's that little peg sticking off the rear of the UFO mode. Then take the shoulders and bring them down and snap them into place. And then fold out the fists. I will admit I like the look of this figure quite a bit. It is exactly what I wanted from a Cosmos figure. It's well detailed. And I mean, look at that molding on his chest/belly/torso section. I mean, the blue, the silver, and the Autobot symbol is perfect. And that head sculpt. That head sculpt is so good. I mean, it's practically a bucket turned upside down, but I like it a lot, and it works. I kind of wish he had a mouth. Posability-wise, head is on a ball joint, but is a little bit limited. Shoulders are on hinges and swivels. There is a hinge at the elbow, no fist articulation, no torso articulation, but legs are on swivels and hinges, and there's a thigh swivel, bend at the knee, and then foot does rock, or ankle does rock, but not a whole ton. Does it side to side, no front to back, unfortunately. Now, even though the figure is pretty posable, mine has a serious defect, and that has to do with the arms. I've got the loose pins. I just do. That's a QC issue, and that's kind of across the board. A lot of people have reported that they have this very issue, so there's not much I can do about that. Maybe I'll get another one some other time, or maybe they'll repaint it into I don't know, evil Cosmos. The only other thing I don't like about the figure is the massive gaps in the forearms. I'm really hoping Non-Nef or another third party comes up with a way to fill those in, because that just takes me out of the figure completely. I mean, it really does. But other than that, I love the look of the figure. And you can store the gun on the back like that. You can store the flag sticking off his back as well. And the flight stand, or any small flight stand, can be pegged in here, or any large flight stand can be pegged in right there, where the gun pegged in. The other ports the figure has are on the bottom of his feet, on the sides of the lower legs, on the forearms, and then one on the back. And that's it. So not a lot of 5mm compatibility on this guy, but not bad. Overall, I do like Cosmos, but it's flawed. If the arms weren't so gappy and the shoulders worked a bit better and actually stayed in place, I would like it a lot better. It's a wonderful pick up and fidget with figure, and it's so much fun in that respect. But otherwise, if you're not a fan of the original character, or you don't like the G1 idea, you're not going to have much fun with this, unfortunately. In the Speedia 500 line, I think this is okay, but it's no Override. And Override is the cream of the crop for this entire subline. If you can find Override, I would pick it up first, and then pick up Cosmos. Unless you want a Scourge, in that case, get both the Scourge and Nitro Convoy, or I'm sorry, Override, before you pick up Cosmos. Alright folks, let me know what you think of Cosmos down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Baltmatrix, and I will catch you all next time.